Dean, what's your thoughts on that one and having 2 losses to the Bullets this round?
Yeah, give them a lot of credit. They're playing really good basketball. They got good contributions out of 9 guys tonight, and I thought we had maybe 3 guys really give us a solid effort. But we were, after having an 8-point quarter in the third, where I thought we were searching a little bit offensively for something to work, and we missed a lot of little chippies around the rim, and that was deflating a little bit, but that was disappointing that we didn't show a resilience and we let things affect us and let our body language drop a little bit, and that turned into a fourth quarter where one team was playing really positively and one was playing a little negatively, and that was the result of the game.
Are you concerned that that's crept in a bit, considering all those positive things were things you guys owned for so much of last year?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to continue to always have that resilience, and I thought we had the first half of the year. It didn't matter when teams made a run at us. We knew and had a confidence in ourselves that we were going to find a way to get stops, to find ways to put the ball in the basket and share it. And I think we're still sharing the basketball, but there were some times tonight where they probably do something different than other teams in the way that they continue to force the ball out of Casper's hands, and I just thought that we needed more people to take advantage of the numbers that we had and to really be aggressive and to go and make plays when he kicked it out of that double team. And I thought we did that a bit the first time we played him here, and a little bit less over the last 2 games. But we should see that as an advantage for us to. If we attack and we've got a numbers advantage, that we should be able to make those decisions to get good scores, but we're unable to do it tonight.
Is it a mental thing, Dean, coming out of the break, and you had so much momentum going into it, and then the stop? Do you think there's a mental sort of impact there?
I'm not sure. I liked where the space that we were in up in Brisbane, and obviously you get 17 up, you're playing good basketball, but it's. It was certainly the fourth quarter there and the fourth quarter here, and we'll assess the things that we did in the break. We'll assess how we approach this doubleheader, and did we do things right? It's one of the things that you do when you take some losses, is you be critical of everything that you do. And was it mental fatigue or was it physical fatigue in those fourth quarters? And we'll assess that and challenge ourselves on those 2 things.
I guess you're grinding out some of those wins in the first half. Could this be a little reminder or a nice reminder for this second half of the season for the team?
Yeah, I think we've always, I felt, responded pretty well, and I thought we'd come out and respond pretty well tonight, and we did for a period of time. But yeah, as I said, I thought we just let some errors ourselves deflate our confidence a little bit, and that's something we've got to work on.
Mitch, were you feeling tired much in the fourth quarter tonight or in Brisbane, or did you feel like the guys were feeling the pinch a bit?
Not tired physically. It's tiring when you're down trying to come back. It takes a lot of energy, and to their credit, they played really well and they were making plays and moving the ball, and we had a period there where we were really sloppy on offense, and you just keep giving them the ball back, and then they started to convert. And I think we were trying to bring the pressure up the floor, and then as the quarter just got on, it's obviously you're just feeling like you're chasing the ball around. And like I said, credit to them, they handled that very well, but we didn't put any scoreboard pressure on them. It's really hard to defend when you're not making them get the ball out of the net.
What did you make of the way so many of their guys got going tonight, or they had 4 or 5 guys in double figures? You a bit concerned the guys couldn't shut down a few more of their fellas?
Yeah, as I said, they played really well. So I'm not going to have a go at them. Credit to them. But at the same time, as Dean said, we need to be accountable for our mistakes, and we didn't do our job, and we had a lot of breakdowns on scout. So we have to go back and fix that if we want to get wins. Next weekend we've got Perth coming in here, and that's a big one.
And Dean, with Perth at home this coming week, how quickly do you need the guys to get back on top of some of these things?
Yeah, obviously, there's some issues there as a group that we've got to make sure that we sort out before we move forward. It's an interesting week. We're out of our own practice venue, and so we're moving back into Sandy for a few days, and we just got to make sure that we make a real honest assessment, and the boys have got some good answers about why we struggled both those fourth quarters, and we'll go ahead and fix them.
Is there much of a concern about Brisbane having so many scorers get loose tonight, or was that just a sort of reality of the way the game sort of played out?
Yeah, Kendall and Patterson were fantastic the other night, and I thought their bigs were efficient up there. Tonight, Glidden got a little rhythm, and you could just see how hard he was cutting and how aggressive he was compared to the other night. And then Tarangi was pretty good as well. They had a number of people, but they just had more juice tonight as a group, and we couldn't overcome that.
Was Josh just a management sort of thing, or Pledge was going so well, so I guess you were rolling with that, or did something happen with Josh?
No, it was a little, I guess, his start and the way he started the third quarter. I just, once we put Alex in, I thought, he was making a better contribution tonight. So, Alex was really good. He was one of our, top three players tonight, and sometimes on a back-to-back game, Josh has, been off a little bit of a step as well. So, we need Alex to come in and play well, and he did.